Yo, 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 what is up, YouTube? Playing some Anhur today for the A through Z series, and we have a Christmas border. I almost like misspoke there. I don't know if it's because I'm nervous or what, but I almost misspoke and said, oh, we got an Anhur. Like, I didn't expect to get an Anhur. I mean, at the end of the day, I'd say if you play Anhur in Duel, there's like a 50% chance, if not higher than that, to get an Anhur mirror. Now, this is my second try on getting the recording, and the first game was actually against a Baron Somdi. What? Good luck, have fun. Good luck, have fun, man. We'll just go shell. We'll just go shell. Why not? Alright, so we're gonna play the mirror. Hopefully this game doesn't end in an F6. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. If I start snowballing really hard early game, it's a big if. Like, yeah, I might lose the early game, you know? But like, if I start snowballing really hard in the early game, I might just jump into him and give him a kill or something to try to make the video better, because honestly, like, I think I would like to do this video as a mirror match. I've done this matchup, you made me look bronze. Oh no. No. This is already not looking so hot. Oh, I missed the auto. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day or night or whatever it is for you. I was actually going to record over the weekend, but I decided not to because my nephews came over and I was like half babysitting them. I say half because they're not that young. They're at that age where you don't really have to watch them, you know. You just have to check on them and make sure they're okay, stuff like that. So I was half babysitting, and they're really noisy, so I couldn't record over the weekend, unfortunately. But it wasn't the worst thing ever because, you know, just take a little break. My main thing right now, in case you guys are wondering, my main thing is to record daily and try to get videos up for you guys at the bare minimum every single weekday, bare minimum. So what does that mean? It means that I will beat myself up if I don't record every single weekday, but it doesn't mean there will never ever be a recording on the weekend. It just really just depends if I'm feeling it. All right, that's one way. That's one way to get a first blood. He kind of just stood at my tower line. I'm not really sure what happened there. He kind of just stood at my tower line, and he's not level 5. I did hear his jump, so he did try to jump my jump, which is what you're supposed to do in the mirror. And unfortunately for him, he didn't get it off because Anhur jump is incredibly slow. The reason why I hit 5 and he didn't, by the way, is because I did a buff, and I got the wave, and I got the smalls, and then I got the next wave. So the only difference between me and him right there was I got the smalls on the side, the middle camp over there, where he was like 1 creep off of hitting 5, so. Not that being level 5 really matters that much, because truthfully he just messed up the engagement. He should have never let me jump on him like that. He should have either impaled my jump or jumped my jump. I probably could have killed him without my ult, but the ult just makes it to where it's so much easier. Yeah, hopefully, oh, another thing I wanted to mention, by the way, this is the question for the video. I mean, it's like the same question as always, but somebody made a comment. I'm not just making this up, you know, I'm not coping, I swear. Somebody made a comment that, the game audio was, lower than my voice, which, I mean, I know that it was lower than my voice. That's kind of like the way I want it. But, like, they said that they missed, like, certain audio cues, or I don't know, I didn't really understand the comment fully, to be honest. But they said that they missed, like, a death or something? I don't know, but anyways, long story short, I turned my master volume in-game up by 5. And I lowered my microphone volume by 5. So very small increments, but hopefully if I raise one and lower the other, you know, just a little bit, then hopefully overall it's a lot more balanced out. We're gonna jump in first. Alright, so he jumped in, he failed to jump it or impale it or ult it. There's a lot of options for how you deal with an Anhur jumping in. That's why jumping in usually isn't the best strat in an Anhur mirror. But if you're feeling comfortable and your ult's up, you can definitely do it. I say if your ult's up because if they jump your jump, you can ult it and return. And that's not like a guaranteed win engagement by any means, but if you have a lead, it's certainly a way to do it. Ooh, we missed that. But you'll probably even see me do it if I ever jump in If he ever actually gets his jump off when I jump in on him, which I'm assuming he will eventually. Sorry if you heard that, by the way. I had to mute. There was something, I don't even know, something going on outside. I think someone's doing lawn work, but I don't know. It didn't sound like, it wasn't like a lawnmower or like a weed eater or anything like that. It was just, I don't know. Oh, I didn't get my ult off. No. Oh my god, dude. Well, he missed. Thankfully, he missed a couple spears. Oh, how many did he hit me? He only hit me with 3. I think he died before the ult was over, though. I don't know. Either way, the point is I jumped in, and I might have even used another ability. I don't know why, but my, like, whenever, like, stuff happens in game, there's, like, a 50% chance I just don't even remember, like, the... And it's really bad, too, as a content creator, because you really should be able to, like... You want to be able to remember and break down the fight, I would say. But, like... Sometimes I just forget everything that happened. But long story short, I wonder if that happens to anybody else, or is that just a me thing? Is that just my brain being a tiny brain? But long story short, for whatever reason, like I did try to ult his ult, but I think I impaled or something. I don't know. But I was using another ability, so I didn't get it off in time, and I got impaled into the Phoenix. And I canceled my ult, by the way, to use my shell, because I knew if he landed one more spear on me, I was dead. Truthfully, I should have just been dead. Like, I should never have survived in that situation, but we did, so. Alright, our ult comes up soon. Oh, wow, okay, I thought... I thought I could fit through that. Yeah, I don't know if this is BM or not, but he seems like he really does, like, you know, want to get better and what have you, so I'm going to message this guy. You gotta jump the jump, man. You gotta jump the jump, man, or impale it. I mean, or ult it. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's many ways to go about it, but... He does have full defense now, which is kind of scary. By the way, I've done a lot of Anhur mirrors recently. Not a lot. I've done a fair amount. Plus diff. I've done Anhur mirrors a fair amount here recently, and truth be told, I'm not an Anhur expert or a hunter main or a mirror player necessarily, but so I'm not claiming to know everything, but I have tried the Griffin. I've never tried Transcendence recently. Transcendence used to be the main thing in Anhur mirrors. I haven't tried it recently, so truth be told, I don't know how good or bad it is, but I have tried Aussie and Devos. I've tried Berserkers and Breastplate. You know, like I've tried the different types of builds, like going into Breastplate second, into Aussie. I've tried, and honestly, I think there's multiple ways you can do this. I don't really know which one's the best, but what I will say is, I think my thinkage is that just going, you know, the best, the most optimal auto attack build is the best. Which, what does that mean? Does that mean Devos is just straight up better in an auto attack fight than Aussie? No, not necessarily, but... Okay, he missed. As long as we... Yeah, there we go. As long as we immune his impale there, we should be perfectly fine. Call it a day there. Might get his tower here, because why not? I think we can get his tower. Yeah, we should be able to, no problem. No problem. But yeah, I think he misplayed by not going Griffin Wing. Truthfully, like, don't get me wrong, that Transcendence is really good for the late game. It definitely is. But the early game is so important in Duel, especially in a mirror match, that like, you're setting yourself up for failure so much, in my opinion. If you go Transcendence, because your early game is just abysmal. Like, with this type of build, you're gonna have 30% cooldown. By the way, this used to be like the meta build like a couple years ago. This used to be what Anhurs would do in the mirror match every single game. So I do not blame him at all for doing that, because traditionally that's the build. Like that's the one that's worked for years. But I think a build like this, or even if you didn't want to go, Devs Berserkers, say you want Aussie and Breastplate, or you just want one of those in replacement, right? I don't want to do this yet, truthfully. I think I might into kill to get him back in the game a little bit here, to make it a little bit more interesting. How do I into kill without being BM? Like, I don't want him to, like, I mean, I want to into kill, but I don't want him to know that I'm inting a kill. It's a little embarrassing because, you know, he's going to be like, oh, what was that guy doing? He sucks. But, like, at the same time, I really want to into kill. Hey, why is it so hard to die these days, man? Like, I'm just trying to die. I can get the Phoenix here, but I'm not going to. Dude, this is so BM. And some people might say, like, this is a bad game and I should re-queue and try to get a different game because I'm winning so hard. But truthfully, this is just how mirrors go when you're winning this hard. But also, this guy might actually be the best player in the queue. Like, unironically. Like, the player I played against before this was, like, bronze, so... I could beats that, but I'm not going to. I kind of want to give him the kill. We'll give him the kill. We'll give him one freebie. I feel like he got like a ton of gold by that. Can I see? Let's see. He got 775 gold. All right. That's the one freebie you get, Mr. Anhur. We're tryharding after this, okay? He did go to Aussie. I'm not sure if I should go. Actually, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go. I was thinking about going anti-heal 5th, but I think I'm gonna go dominance into Deathbringer. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He also horrific me there, which is kind of interesting. Horrific is pretty good in mirror matches in general, I would say, but with the it did get nerfed, so it's not to say it's bad, but it's definitely not as good as it once was. Also, beads is just so valuable. I talked to one of the EU on her mains, Maestro. I don't know if you guys know him or not, because truthfully, I don't know if he makes content or not. I don't mean to like be disrespectful, but I don't know if he streams or does YouTube or not. So you guys may not know him, or maybe if you're an EU player, you know him, but he told me that he always goes Shell Thorns, I'm pretty sure, and an Anhur mirror, and because that used to be really good, but if you're asking me, you know, I'm no expert by any means, but if you're asking me, I just can't see a world where you don't go beads. It's too valuable. I think it's too valuable. I mean, like, okay, the Thorns is good, I guess, if you never misplay any of your abilities ever. Like, if you just play perfectly and you play safe and concise and stuff, okay, sure. But if you like to, like, pressure your lead really hard and jump in off cooldown and do crazy stuff, and outplay your opponent, especially that last part, beats is just so much better because being able to beats the jump or the impale or both, like sometimes they jump impale together, is so valuable, I think. All right, so we have a dominance unlocked dominance. His build isn't bad, but it's definitely not going to hit nearly as hard as my build. I think my build would hit harder even if he horrificed me. Yep, goes how it goes. He's kind of just, how do I put this? Like, he's playing reactively, I guess. Which, when you're in a mirror match, I don't know. I think it's always better to just be the person who's making everything happen. Like, you want to go in first, you want to press your abilities first, you want to make them react to your gameplay, as opposed to, oh, I feel like I always play you on my worst gods. I don't know, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Bro's stream sniping me. I don't know what to say. See, like, was the beads not just amazing right there? Hold on, I'll say one more. One more. I'm not trying to be BM. Like, I'm honestly not trying to be toxic. I just, like, I want him to, you know, have a chance. I want him to get to late game to a certain degree. If I really wanted him to have a chance, though, I feel like I would, oh, I tried to block those guys. I'm sorry. If I really wanted him to have a chance, though, I feel like I would not fight him with red buff. That's kind of toxic of me. Another reason for this, by the way, don't get me wrong, I'm just trying to juice the video, you know, make the video longer, have more things to talk about, but I genuinely want to see how much damage his build does late game. I want to test my build versus his. I'm going to do this red buff, but I'm not going to pick it up. I'm just going to leave it on the ground here. And by the way, I know I talked about doing like more educational content, but like, truthfully, I don't really even know what to say about this one. Like, I'm kind of just rolling right now. Like, it's a mirror match where I'm against somebody who knows who I am, and they're not really like, Anhur's not one of their most like comfortable characters. Should I just I'll just let him go, man. I'll just let him go. Just go. Go clear your wave. I kind of want to get my Deathbringer anyways. I want to see how hard this hits so I know whether I should recommend it to you guys or not. Because if this thing hits like a truck, going spectral in a mirror match is kind of awkward. Like, I'm not saying you can't do it, but I don't think it's first of all, he already has defense, and also I'm pretty sure Berserkers is better than spectral, so did I even get a crit there? I don't know. $318. I mean, it's not bad. Certainly not bad. Because I have pretty good attack speed too. And my second crit will do even more because of the pin from Demon Blade. Here, I'll ask him. How far are you from last item? Oh my. I'm chunking him, dude. Let me check. Okay. Alright, so this is why we waited, by the way. On anti-heals, because I'm gonna go Deathbringer last, and unless I changed it, Deathbringer still has anti-heal, right? Yeah. I always get worried about when I'm recording for YouTube now, because like if I'm streaming live, people will just tell me, and it's like, oh, you know, okay, whatever. But for some reason, like a YouTube comment correcting me would just kill me, bro. Just got it? Okay. Alright, so I have a 500 pot over him, which definitely sucks for him, but he has no more fire minions to go against anymore, so got that going for us. I mean, don't get me wrong, player skill is definitely going to take a part of it. Like, if I, you know, if I just outplay him entirely in the fight, then of course, at the end of the day, of course, I'm going to win. But the idea is if we play somewhat similarly, mine's old duel style, yeah. If we play somewhat similarly, that's when the build is really going to take effect, I should say. I'm going to do this again, but I'm not going to pick it up because it's already bad enough that I don't think he's going to have a 500 pot. Oh my god. Okay. That's not... I want to have an actual last fight, dude. He just got destroyed. Dude, I don't know if I'm being BM. Like, let me know in the comments below if this is too cringe or too awkward. Because if it is, like, I won't do it in future videos. But I think it's more interesting. Like, it adds for more fights and stuff like that. And I don't have to requeue another game. Especially on a god like Anhur. That's another thing. A god like Anhur has a lot of mirror matches, which means that a lot of my games are going to go like this because this is how mirrors go. Truthfully, I've played like 7,000 duels. This is just how it is. I will pick this up for a little bit of CDR. Why not? But also because Anhur gets banned, I'm not guaranteed to get Anhur again. And a lot of the really, really good players, even if I did get a really, really, really good player, a lot of them ban Anhur, so... Wow, I actually didn't hold back there. I tried to kill him, but Unfortunate. But yeah, so this on this god in particular, at least, maybe not just like in general asking if this is okay, but at least on a character like Anhur, where they get banned a lot by really good players and stuff like that. He's not defending his bird. He's just talking to me. Okay. Well, anyways, a lot of the good players ban this character, and also I'm just not guaranteed to get a get really good player. And this is how mirror matches go. So I just feel like that's like 3 really good reasons to just try to juice out a game like this. I don't know. But let me know if you guys think that I'm being too cringe or too awkward, or I don't know. Whatever. Just let me know. Let me know. I won't be offended, I promise. Let me know how you guys feel about a video like this. I think it's not that bad. I think it's decent. You know, it feels kind of awkward, and I'm sorry to Blue if you're watching this and you feel disrespected, my friend. I'm just trying to get YouTube content. It's rough out here in the streets. What can I say? All right, go ahead and clear the wave, and then I'll jump on you. That's what I mean by ulting the jump, by the way. Even though not to say it's like a super complex thing, but you know. Alright, you know what? I might just do... I should have beads that. I knew he was gonna impale there. He's just trying to kill the fire minions, something he can do. Oh, he went spectral. I didn't even notice that. Interesting. I feel like we still did pretty good damage. I don't know. I don't know how I feel, to be honest. I think this build is good. I don't think there's anything wrong with this build. But at the same time, I also don't think it was good enough to where, like, this is the build. You should be doing this every game. It's the correct Anhur build. I think you got options on Anhur builds for sure. But, GG, man. GG, man. Sorry for leaving the lobby so fast. You probably want to say something else, but I'm going to leave so that way I can show you guys just really quickly. I'd say I thought this build path was actually pretty good. I did this in a mirror once, and I thought it was pretty good. But at the same time that my opponent went Berserker Shield, and I did win the game, but there were moments where I truly felt, oof, Anhur's so loud, man. Maybe I can, hold on. Volume mixer. Pull it up to the side, mute Smite. Okay, there we go. What was I doing? Oh yeah, Aussie. I think a build like this is fine and probably pretty good. I think you go crit before dominance, by the way. I've tested that a fair amount. I think you go Demon Blade every game. That is the one thing I'm not questioning. Demon Blade is OP, whether you go full crit or not. Like whether you go a Deathbringer as well, or you just get the Demon Blade, either way. I truly just believe that this is just the goated item. Last item here, I think a lot of people go like, what's it called? I think a lot of people go, where is it? Hello? Oh, I'm in power, duh. I think a lot of people go Oboe last. Me, I'm not really a big fan of this type of build. I like my Devos. I like my Berserker Shield. I like just autoing them to death, stuff like that. The main advantage of a build like this is obviously the CDR. If you're playing aggro, you know, if you're jumping in and making them jump away 24/7 and you're playing with your cooldowns, like your jump will come back up before their jump. If you impale before them and you have breastplate and they don't, your impale will come up again, and you can play off of just using your rotation like that. But honestly, I haven't tested it enough to know for sure, but I think just simply going Berserker Shield is just a better option. Now, one variant to the build that I went this game, I think is also viable here. Like if you wanted to go Lifesteal, if you wanted to go boom boom Berserkers just like I went, but you don't want crit. I mean, honestly, I would go Demon Blade every game, but you could, instead of going Deathbringer, you could just go the Toxic Blade and the Dominance, and whichever order you need. Like if you need more damage and you're not worried about the anti-heal, you could just do this, and maybe this is better, you know, run the numbers in the jungle practice. Maybe this is better overall than the Deathbringer because you have more attack speed, you're more consistently proccing anti-heal, you're slowing their attack speed, stuff like that. But I don't know, I think the Deathbringer feels good. Maybe you guys should just do some testing yourselves. But either way, I think if you're going these 4 items to start, or if you really just hate stacking, or you're not comfortable, like you think the other player you're against is a little bit better than you maybe, or you hate stacking and you really just want to get a good start to your game, Boom, you can do this, and I think you might overcap with this build though. That's the problem here. So maybe you know, another alternative would be the Deathbringer, because this doesn't have any attack speed on it, so you can just go Deathbringer here. The reason why I say you would overcap, by the way, is because things you have to take into consideration is I think Demon Blade gives attack speed, right? Yeah, it gives 10%, which isn't that big of a deal. But Berserker's Shield also gives attack speed when you get low. And I'm not saying overcapping is the end of the world. It's definitely not. But some people are sticklers about it. So maybe you just throw the Deathbringer in a build like this and you call it a day. Definitely could be usable. But I think personally, ooh, I didn't even know I was in a duel queue. Wow. Dude, that just tells you how autopilot my brain is. Attack speed, get dominance. But yeah, this is my preferred build. Maybe if I really wasn't feeling it, I would go Toxic Blade last. And before anyone asks in the comments, well, what happens if they go Spectral? I don't think Spectral is a counter to crit by any means. I think you can go this exact build into Spectral and be fine. But if you're really that worried about it, I would say just go with the build that I said, and you get this instead. Single crit. I don't think Spectral counters crit in general, but it especially does not counter single crit. So there we go. I hope you guys did. Oh, my gold on her. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. I hope it wasn't bad. I hope my voice wasn't too low or the game wasn't too loud or anything like that, because I did change the audio a little bit, but it was by a very little amount. So I seriously doubt anything horrible happened with that. And also, again, just a reminder, let me know in the comments below. Well, I guess I asked 2 questions today about the audio, but let me know, is a game like that too cringe, especially on a character, a high tier picked a lot character like Anhur? You know, is a game like that bad? I don't know. Let me know down below. But also another thing I wanted to say is tier list out soon. Tier list this week. It might be Wednesday, it might be Thursday, it might be Friday, I don't know. But dual tier list this week. I hope you guys are ready for that, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.